Half-Life Blue Shift is the second expansion made for Half-Life. It has less weapons than its predecessor, Opposing Force, but the iconic crowbar remains. Is it possible to beat Half-Life Blue Shift with just the crowbar? Here's the rules. I'm only allowed to use the crowbar, obviously. I also decided to do the challenge on hard because I love pain.
Hey Calhoun, looks like we're in for a long day today.
Foreshadowing.
Hold on a minute. The door's not responding to your pass ID.
Sorry about that, Calhoun. We've been having problems all over the facility this morning. It's a wonder this whole place hasn't shut down yet.
Foreshadowing.
Nice of you to show up this morning, Calhoun. Yeah, I know. Problems with the access system. Hope you're ready for a long shift.
Foreshadowing. I put on my fit and immediately get stuck. How does this even happen?
Here you go, Calhoun.
I failed the challenge for comedic reasons, but the game has my back.
But I want to...
I like how it says, reason for termination, improper handling of a firearm in the facility. I shoot someone on the job and the only consequences I face is getting fired. Sounds like the American police. I enter the surveillance room and watch this scientist perform a dance for his TikTok. Hey look, the one woman that works at Black Mesa.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Perhaps. All right. Yes, this should help.
That doesn't sound right.
Let me help you. Okay, I hope you know what you're doing. Of course. Theoretically. Do you smell something burning?
I can't really tell.
Right. Let's try this. Who is responsible for this mess?
Ask me.
Shouldn't you be guarding some donuts and coffee right about now?
Hey look, the only sighting of G-Man in the game.
Well, it's about time.
So these scientists, presumably some of the smartest people in New Mexico, maybe even America, don't know how to use an elevator?
It's probably those anomalous materials people again. I'd be surprised if there's one good brain among them.
Coming from the person who doesn't know how to work an elevator. I witnessed the start of the end of the world.
Oh dear!
Duty calls. I make a new friend. This is where the challenge actually starts. I face my first enemy, the Hound Eye. I have to develop different strategies for every enemy in the game. Hound Eyes can be killed before they're able to do their shockwave. The more Hound Eyes there are, the faster I have to be. There are only 2 right now and I kill them both without any trouble. I smash the power box and proceed. Head crabs can be baited and dodged and then easily killed. You're probably thinking, KZ, how are you supposed to get through that fence without shooting the explosive barrels? No guardrails, just the way OSHA likes it. Vortigaunts are one of the hardest enemies in the game to kill with just a crowbar. Their lightning attack is ranged and they can hit with their claws as well. I try to dodge their attacks, but I mostly just have to tank the damage. Or run away from them entirely. Barnacles can be killed with a single crowbar swing, but the best thing to do is avoid their tongues entirely.
How it feels to chew 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
The zombies are really easy to kill. They telegraph their attacks so obviously, and backing up a few steps is enough to dodge the attack. Then you can run forward and hit them a couple times before backing up again. They have a lot of health though. They are also really slow, so running past them is usually the best bet. Bull squids are another enemy that is really hard to deal with. On hard difficulty, they have 120 health. In contrast, a Hound Eye has 30 health on hard. Bull squids do a lot of damage as well. Their tail attack can do up to 35 damage. Bull squid, more like bull crab, their attacks can be dodged, you just have to be really precise. Once again, the best thing to do is run past them. I also have to dodge a bunch of Vortigaunts as well. Turn on the power and make it to this elevator. Did the bull squid just teabag me? I finally make it. I kinda start to get the hang of killing a Vortigaunt. I break this head crab's ankles. This head crab actually makes it on my head. Good thing I'm wearing a helmet. Sorry, Mr. Krabs, no head for you. I have to deal with a few more bull squids. This one helps me out. I managed to kill without taking too much damage. I'm still at low health and I have a gauntlet of Vortigaunts to run past. I just brute force it until I get lucky. Hitting a Vort that is about to shoot lightning stops it from doing so. Fighting them with just a crowbar is hard. Getting close and hitting them with the crowbar stops them from shooting lightning, but they'll switch to a claw attack. Backing up to dodge the attack is possible, but then they switch to a lightning attack. Timing everything right isn't easy. You could step right into the end of the claw attack or be too far away to stop the lightning attack. Huh, Gearbox. Remember when I said Vortigaunts are one of the hardest enemies in the game? Well, the HECU Marines are the hardest enemies in the game. They have guns, and guns shoot bullets. Bullets hurt. You can't fight them the same way you fight the Vorts. Hitting them doesn't stop their shooting animations. There is usually more than one at a time, so you have to avoid the gunfire of multiple guys at a time. Luckily, the Marines in this game can't multitask, meaning they can't shoot their gun and run at the same time. Them placing a grenade is also a good time for me to attack. I can take advantage of this old AI to beat them. The Marines are notorious for throwing grenades in this game. Combine explosives with poor AI and the problem takes care of itself. I try to beat the game without picking up any guns, but I soon realize how impractical that will be. I have only faced 3 soldiers so far, and am already dreading the rest of the challenge. I enter the secret elevator, hoping to find some more health before continuing the game. I don't find any health, but I do find some more armor. I do find more health in some boxes. That's definitely where you want to store an emergency medkit, in an unmarked, sealed, cardboard box. I did a lot of save scumming during this challenge. You try to beat this challenge on hard without doing it. The Marines will take cover whenever there is an explosion near them, even if it's from friendly fire and at a safe distance. This helps me beat them. I decide to pick up enemy guns, but I obviously can't use them. I collect some more health and get ready for another firefight, or iron fight. Enemies seem to take a moment to shoot you when you ambush them. I find some nerds in a train car. A PhD is worth a lot in there, huh?
No.
I never thought I'd see a day where soda would help me. This next part, let me say screw this next part. This combat section was so tedious. I was on this part for 27 minutes. I try to run around the map and get hits in, hoping that my sporadic movements will prevent the Marines from being able to hit me. This doesn't work. I try to be a little gremlin and go for the toes. This doesn't work either. Hear that, guys? The US military is making fun of people in poverty. Can we get hashtag cancel the HECU trending on Twitter? I eventually realize that the soldiers won't enter this room. They'll stand outside but won't enter. I spend the next 20 minutes leaving cover to get a hit in and then jumping back again. This is a long and tedious process, but it is reliable and safe for the most part. I save scum a lot in this section, like after every hit a lot. Sometimes they would hurt themselves. After a grueling battle, I put the last guy to sleep. I find myself at full health and armor for the first time since the start of the game. I rescue another scientist.
But you'll still help me, won't you?
It's possible to sneak past all these Marines. It's also possible to run past the tank section. Launching these rocket things doesn't cause any damage. I managed to get on the tram. I enter the boxcar and get locked in, but that doesn't stop the Marines from trying to kill me.
Yes, I'm Dr. Rosenberg. Although How did you know my name?
I decide to reload a save so I don't have to deal with the existing soldiers and the new soldiers at once. This Marine couldn't handle the intense training. This guy was blown away by how tough it was.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
You see, I was involved in the very early work on teleporter technology, long before the Lambda complex was even built.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Fighting the 2 Marines outside the boxcar wasn't hard, just tedious. That was this whole challenge, in fact. Tedious. Slowly chipping away at their health, hoping to get lucky and not get shot. The Marines will target Dr. Rosenberg here, so that serves as a good distraction. Next up is a hallway with 2 enemies. I run past a room that has a guy with a shotgun in it. I enter another office and this Marine follows me in, forgetting how his gun works. The shotgun guy doesn't understand looking to the left and slightly up. I assume this is based off of a real-life military flaw. Remember rule 1 of an alien invasion. Always stay hydrated.
Let me take care of that wound for you. I need to rest a bit before I can go on.
I make another temporary truce with soda.
You won't even know I'm here. Don't leave me here.
Another quick fight.
I'll stay here. I see you've already found the elevator. Let's hurry then. We should have chosen the Lambda reactor for an escape, but the crew there is bent on fighting the creatures. All their hopes set on someone named Freeman.
That sounds cool. They should make a game from his point of view.
We've managed to piece together some of the larger equipment, but you'll need to oversee the rest of the construction.
Excellent, Walter. Now, this device will then be used as a focal point and a relay to aid.
Who the hell cares?
In order for any of us to get out of here alive, someone will have to go to the border world and activate the device.
Let me guess. That someone is me.
Everyone else will be needed to operate the equipment.
I know for a fact you only need 2 people to run the teleporter, and there are 3 scientists here. Do you think this beam will make me sterile? Not that it will matter, since the Combine will do that anyway. I travel to Zen and get through most of it without any problems. I find the equipment and turn it on. I avoid most of the aliens on the way back. I make it through the portal with 5 health.
Someone will have to go to the lower level and retrieve another power cell. I hate to keep putting you in this position, but you're the best equipped to deal with any dangers that may be waiting.
I have a crowbar. I try to get the scientists to heal me before going down, but I can't interact with them. I go down close to death. I manage to sneak up on the bull squid and surprise it, but it's not enough to kill it before it attacks me. I somehow manage to get under it and it is unable to hit me with its tail. Bull squid, more like head crab.
Get out of here! I can take...
I start to face a lot of problems once the Marines break through the door. I try to run through them, but I don't have enough health to tank the damage. Here's a quick summary of what happened. I remember a health station that I haven't fully depleted yet, so I go back up the elevator to get it.
I'm glad to see you're alright, Mr. Calhoun, but we really need another power cell if we expect to get out of here. We're all depending on you.
Think you can help me out then? No? I do get some health back and go back into the abyss. I make it further, but not far enough. I decide to actually kill them. I think I get lucky here and the AI breaks, but I manage to kill the first 3 Marines. I do some damage to the next few Marines and then run past them, grabbing some health in the process. They become really grenade happy, so I just wait and let them do damage to themselves. I also take advantage of the taking cover animation since they can't attack me in this state. I commit petty vandalism, or petty terrorism. I run past the forts, headcrabs, and bull squid. Realize the door is locked and have to run past them again. I turn the knob and break some more ankles. I push the barrels in place and run the gauntlet again. Now the problem is, aliens spawn the second I touch the catwalk. 2 Vortigaunts and an alien grunt. I can't outrun their attacks, and I don't do enough damage to kill them before they kill me. I figure out that the trigger to spawn them is only on the bridge. I can stand on the railing just fine. If I go over the catwalk though, the aliens spawn like normal. I try to jump to the bridge from the railing, hoping to go around the trigger that spawns them. It doesn't work. I decide to reload a save and put the barrels parallel to the bridge, more spread out so I don't have to spawn the enemies. It works! I make it across the pool without spawning any aliens. I run past all the enemies the same way I run from my problems. I turn on the generator and instead of backtracking, jump over the balcony. I jump back over the swimming pool of coolant. I call the lift and make it to the charging station.
Let me see if I can get out of the way.
Everybody do the flop!
I have to run past some more Marines. It isn't hard, I just have to get lucky. There are only 4 soldiers in between me and the end of the game. I can't rely on patience anymore since the portal will close if I take too long. I'm not going to give up and fail the challenge this close to the end. I reload a save so I can take the soldiers by surprise. Luckily, bad AI allows me to kill 1 soldier. However, my health is way too low. I try to press the button to activate the portal from the other side, but the game devs weren't that careless. I start to brute force it until I make it. Eventually I get lucky and I make it to the portal with 5 health to my name.
Ah, there he is! Calhoun, you've arrived!
So, is it possible to beat Half-Life Blue Shift with just the crowbar? Yes. No parts of the game require another weapon. Would I recommend this challenge to someone else? A crowbar only playthrough is a unique way to play the game, and overcoming the obstacles is satisfying, but it was also quite tedious and annoying at times. I think you should try a crowbar only run, but play it on a difficulty other than hard, since all the enemies have a lot more health. If you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a like. I have more challenge videos in the works, so subscribe if you don't want to miss them. In the meantime, remember to stay hydrated.